Delta Rho Chi never will die. Delta Rho Chi never will die. I think that's how it goes. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate coming at you to do one of my famed Blu-ray reviews of the motion picture by the name of The Initiation. Now, this was kind of really cool and exciting news. Arrow Video really did a whole bunch of great releases in 2016 out of the blue. They mentioned that they were going to do this, and then they did it. Fantastic Blu-ray release of The Initiation, the classic mid-'80s kind of like sorority slasher movie starring Daphne, however you pronounce her last name. But in 2014, I think I already reviewed, I know I did. In 2014 I already reviewed this movie, so this is just going to be a review of the fantastic recently released Blu-ray, which came out. I think I got it for under $20. In America, it's just a Blu-ray and it doesn't feature a DVD, so that's probably why it's not terribly expensive. Fantastically done by Arrow, with the fantastic Arrow films, which I regard as so many people probably do, the criterion of the slasher genre kind of fare on on Blu-ray. But yay! Oh, this is just like so many of the releases. I'll show you the alternate or the other cover towards the end. But this is fantastic. Just like with Hills Have Eyes, this is the newly commissioned artwork for this movie, which I think is better than the original. So Arrow's really onto. I kind of not too sure about the knife in front. It would be cool just with the girl without the knife, but whatever. This is newly commissioned artwork, which I feel really captures what artwork was like in the 80s. Absolutely fantastic. But on to the review of the Blu-ray of The Initiation. As always, I'll just show the back of the the Blu-ray case, so you can pause and read all of the special edition contents if you so choose. I'll mention the more mentionable ones. Absolutely exciting. We get a brand new 2K restoration from the original camera negative. Absolutely fantastic. As so often, as I've already said in reviews of the past, you get original uncompressed PCM, in this case mono audio. The audio has a little to be desired, leaves a little to be desired. I think there's some noise and stuff, but whatever. It adds to the movie's charm. I think this happened before on another Blu-ray. It's got audio commentary by the Hysteria Continues. I don't know what the hell that is. I have no interest in it. I didn't listen to it. You get some interviews with looks like the writer and one of the guys who was one of the three guys, pranksters or whatever, does an interview with him. That's a kind of a cool interview. Joy Jones, we got a new interview with her. I think she's that kind of nerdy helper of the professor. She's kind of cool. I think this is the only movie she's done, so it's kind of cool to hear her recount her experiences on the movie. Not a big deal, but obviously you're not going to get an interview with, which would be cool, Daphne. Obviously that's nowhere to be seen or anything from her. But that's to be expected. Big stars or people who have been big stars aren't going to participate in a special edition, release of a movie from when they just started out. So those are the big things to mention about this movie. The 4K transfer, the 2K transfer, excuse me, it's absolutely fantastic. As soon as you press play and the movie starts with the famous, the just black or the white on black credits, of course, you can just see, before anything even comes up, you can see even in the black, just the nice, and as I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I'm a grain guy. I like grain. You can see before anything, during the whole credits, it's on black. It's just white credits on black. During the whole credits, you can just see the grain in the actual blackness of the screen. Absolutely fantastic. I don't see how this movie could. Obviously, it's said to have. This restoration is said to have been taken from the original camera negative, which is obviously, if you can manage to find that, the best thing. The best source you can find, which is absolutely exciting as all living hell. I can't imagine the movie ever looking any better than this, ever. Absolutely fantastic. What can I say? It looks fantastic. Now the sound, I don't know if it's my setup, probably not. The sound leaves a little more to be desired. Like I don't know if I'm just hearing things, but it sounds to me like, when there's not a whole lot going on in the sound field, like even when there is, it's maybe you can hear like hum every now and then, maybe not. Maybe I just thought I was hearing it or not. But for me, I mean, I don't know, sound, yeah. I was gonna say sound isn't really that important, but it is. But I'd rather have a good image than good sound. Let's put it. I think that's what I meant. Like if I could have bad sound or bad image, I'd rather have bad sound and good image than good sound and bad image. And what you have in this Blu-ray release is definitely good image. I can say that. It's such a treat. Every time I get one of these titles, it's such a treat to be able to experience these movies, like Blood Rage or The Mutilator or Hills Have Eyes or whatever else Arrow put out that I own. It's just such a treat to experience these movies, the classic slashers from the 80s, and this kind of high definition experience. And then added, obviously as a bonus, the retrospective interviews from certain people involved is cool as well. So in closing, like I said before, you have the option for the newly commissioned artwork or the original artwork, which kind of leaves a little bit to be desired, I must admit. Like when you compare this compared to the newly commissioned, I think it kind of falls by the wayside. It's cool, by having this kind of sexy sorority girl who's kind of like a candle. I don't like the eye. The eye is completely unnecessary. That's just dumb. But, I'm not saying artwork has to be busy or anything like that. I mean, that's cool in a minimalistic, aspect, I suppose. But I definitely like the newly commissioned artwork more. So I shall leave that. Every time I say which version of the artwork I'm going to have, I think of that blooper from the 2016 bloopers of my Chud review, but I'm going to probably leave the newly commissioned artwork sticking out, as it were, versus this artwork, because this is, I don't know, it's not horrible, but I just like the newly commissioned artwork more. So I guess that does it with my review of the Initiation Blu-ray, fantastically recently released by the amazing Arrow Films on special edition Blu-ray. So feel free to let me know what you think of the movie or the Blu-ray if you've got it, or if you have any questions, if you're pondering getting it or whatever, and if you have any questions about the Blu-ray or my thoughts. So thank you very much for watching my Blu-ray review of The Initiation, and as always, we'll catch you next time.